Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. Let's jump into the queue and watch Uncle Ben versus Borrowed Time Salve. Aaron has friends. Base plus 5, 90 seconds. A lot of freeze going on here, and burst. With the Gaussite Symbiote, in addition to burst freeze with Nevo. I think Nevo basically puts Doomed Mech to bed. I don't know. If you hold the Doomed Mechs early, then the Nevos don't do so much to them, but then they're worse, right? They don't attack as many times. I'm inclined to say that this is kind of like a low econ red thing, where you don't actually get double blue. Oh, especially Shivers can also, if your opponent gets Doomed Mechs, you can just arrange to have 3 Shivers to freeze whatever their Doomed Mech. Like, if they want to absorb with one, you can chill that. Or if there's one that they want to soak with, you can chill that. And buy Nevos to fill in the gap, and you have like an over-the-top with Gaussite clicks one day. Do you get any blue? I think 1 blue would be fine. You could go up to around 13 drones and get red and blue. Whoa. I expect a turn 2 Animus. I don't think this set justifies a turn 1 Animus. But it will make me, like, have to make some plays, I guess. What is this? Is it Gaussite or Immos? Like, I'm inclined to pick up some blue, which is good against Gaussite. But they can only get 1 Gaussite, and then after that it's going to kind of suck, right? So I wonder if they're trying to Immolite rush me? I clearly, like, I can't just go all the way, like, just go on with my plans. This deserves some response. If I knew for sure that my opponent was just going to get Immolites, a line that beats that is to just spam Gauss Cannons every turn until the opponent dies. And say, come on in and breach me, but I'm building Gauss Cannons. But how does that work against Gaussites? Right, like, I kind of want to do this. And if they pick up a Gaussite, that's slow enough that I can probably just get DB and get walls. And if they go for Immos, I will indeed just build Gauss Cannons, and I think that that's fine. I don't understand. This is clearly what my opponent has done is obviously not the best approach to the set. I think that's easy to say, but it might be testing for me to find the line that proves it wrong. I think this is a good hedge against both lines my opponent might take. Tarsi or Immo. Okay, so they're going for some pretty fast stuff. I think just Gauss Cannons is the way to go here. Oof. Walls probably also would win, but I was a little bit scared about giving the Immolites hold value. I think it's a little late to build drones. Like, don't I just want to do this? Get NGs? They're getting Rhino Immo next turn, so they'll have 4 attack. 3 attack. Yeah, so I want the NG, and they won't breach a drone. I'm pretty sure this does beat, like, Immolite rushes. Any turn 1 Animus should have a lot of trouble with just mass Gauss cannons. Next turn, they'll have, like, around 5 attack or something. I don't know, more NGs, I think. Four attack. So I can build, I think, a 4th Gauss cannon. They're gonna breach me for 3 here, and I'll still have $10 to build another Gauss cannon with. They could actually kill my conduit, but if they're doing that, they're not killing drones, so that's fine. I could hold 1 drone to prevent it. I don't think that's a good idea. Man, was I supposed to get a 2nd conduit for force fields? I don't think I was. This just feels bad. If I get a conduit now, and they breach, I can only get a Gauss cannon and I'll be floating the green, because they'll kill drones instead of green that way. I think this is okay. Ugh. I hate to lose to garbage like this, but I think that might be happening. Get one last Gauss cannon and say best of luck. I think they really ought to be breaching the conduit. I think I'm in good shape, actually. They only have like 2 permanent attack, and they're barely able to buy rhinos. A Yeti! It's like a strictly worse rhino. I'll never, ever, ever have anything to freeze. But, okay, sure. It's fine since you're going to soak with it, but I guess in that case it's strictly better because it means you have more rhinos in supply, and rhinos are the ones that matter. Sure. Am I... Am I having trouble here? I don't think I am. I think they're going through rhinos too quickly. Maybe not, though, huh? God. I think they have enough to be kind of stable here, right? Yeah, they can just build Shiver NG every turn, right? With a 2nd NG every other turn? And all they need to defend is a Shiver? So I lost this one. This is so stupid. But it's a good exercise because I really ought to know how to beat this, because this is garbage. This is not a good line. Yeah, I guess these two NGs were the wrong idea, and it should have been a second conduit for force fields, because I will need to hold a lot of drones soon. They're basically breaching for drones, and so let's say they do this. I basically want to be doing this for a while, right? One more NG is okay. My drones are getting more value this way, I think. Still not seeming great. Like, I can never get a fifth conduit, or a fifth cannon this way, so in some ways this is worse than what I did. But it takes them longer to get through to the cannons I have, I guess? I don't understand. They're clearly stable here, like, I've lost. They're dealing with 4 damage every turn by building Rhino NG and cycling their Rhinos. So I needed more damage to have any chance here. What the heck? I'm sure that I have read from experienced players, like someone a while ago was talking about like Immolite rushes and how do you beat it? You just respond with green. They were talking about a player 1 turn 1 like Animus into like double Immolite every turn, and player 2 has a more natural conduit response. So maybe that advice doesn't apply here? But I remember trying it, and like actually in analysis mode I beat myself with the red units. Like I failed to defend that awful rush correctly. I recall the secret being that like I built too many force fields and should have just allowed breaches and built more Gauss cannons. Or maybe the problem was I built too many conduits for... I don't remember. But I don't know, apparently it doesn't seem very good against this. Like the player 2 turn 1 Animus, I guess, has the ability to build a Tarsier to go along with the Immolites, as well as the ability to like Rhino NG, Rhino NG, Rhino NG. So maybe this calls for a different approach. And likewise, as player 1, I have blue in my repertoire here, right? So I assume, well, I don't know. I had assumed that opponent might try something like this, and I was afraid of giving it value by building a wall. But given that I have the ability to build wall, they should probably build Tarsiers anyway, right? I don't know, we'll try both lines. Let's say they just get Immos first. I think I want more than 9 drones. Yeah, so I'll buy a drone, or drones. And they respond with more Immos, I guess, to start being able to get value from clicking them. Now Tarsiers to line up with the Immos. They might want a Rhino to deal with the splitter, but let's imagine I'm holding... Well, no, I will hold... I'm clicking the splitter. I don't know, maybe they get a Rhino to defend and then click when the Immos click. More immos. Now I'm up to a comfortable enough drone total that I probably want a conduit. Yeah. They built too many NGs. When did this happen? Here. They should have just not bought the NGs. Okay. Yeah. This is looking pretty good for the blue-green player here. Oh, I guess they needed to defend more than this, huh? Yikes. This, maybe? This? Maybe they shouldn't be clicking these rhinos, 2 rhinos to kill an NG, but they kind of need to kill me soon, so I don't know. Let's say they do this. Yeah, I mean, this looks clearly winning for the blue-green player, right? And I feel pretty bad for not doing this. I guess I just remembered a thing I heard about Immolite rushes and applied it in the wrong situation. A thing I heard and reinforced for myself by trying it, by the way. It makes sense for the player 1, like, nothing but Immolite rush. But there's a couple reasons that doesn't make sense when the roles are reversed. Both players have more options in their toolbox, right? Green is convenient for player 2 to respond with, but blue is convenient for player 1 to respond with. And it lets you actually drone up and defend. Yeah, and now they just, like, lose. They haven't added attackers in a while, and I'm just, like, doing whatever. Yes, clearly winning. So, that was assuming they get Immolites. What if they see my blue and get Tarsiers instead, and then Immolites, right? Well, first of all, I can get a splitter, which is pretty cool. They can't even buy Rhino Immo. Kind of a drag. I mean, if they're not getting Immolites at some point, this is even worse, because, like, it's well known that in base set only you would never do a turn 1 Animus. So I guess they're getting this? The Tarsiers sure do seem better than the Immolites were, though. I think I just need more drones. I don't know. I should be attacking, right? Use this conduit to let me get in more damage. Yeah, this is winning too. They just don't have enough damage to do anything to me, and I'm adding attack. Okay, well, that was a good lesson in not just learning the summaries of a fact, like in overgeneralizing. I don't know. Like this is a pretty normal response to an aggressive rush, and it's what I would do against almost any rush without like anything really aggressive, like turn 1 stuff. And if like there had been Perforator in the set, that's what I would have done, 100%. But I just remembered I had heard about like Immolite rushes and tried it and found that it was really easy to beat with green. You just build Gauss cannons. And so I tried that here, but I didn't really remember the context in which I learned that fact. Just getting the natural stuff for player 1 works out way better. Alright, well, a demoralizing loss for sure, but a useful one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.